Hey guys, Mr. Bowman here. A short video on how to use the PCD mode of our graphics calculator to find the probability of cumulative events under a Poisson distribution. So I've got a less than example and a greater than example here, and we're going to go through both and how we can get our answers from our graphics calculators. Okay, so first step, make sure we turn on our calculators, and as we are doing stats, we're always using our stats mode, which is number 2. We then make our way to distributions, which is F5, and you'll have a look. There's nothing that looks like Poisson distribution up here, so we need to scroll across, and the first one there, you can see it kind of looks like Poisson. So F1 gets us to Poisson distribution. And once we're in Poisson distribution, we've got PPD, which is exact events, PCD, which is the cumulative events that we're looking at, and we've got the inverse mode, but that's not very particularly useful, that last one. So as we are finding out multiple x values, we're going to be using the PCD mode because we want to accumulate each of those functions. So PCD, and the first question, it had a lambda of 3.2, and we were trying to find the probability of there being 3 or less, whatever that relates to. And based on that, the highest value in our range is 3. That means our x value is going to be 3 on a PCD mode. And what PCD mode will do, it's going to calculate 0, then it's going to plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, and that'll find the probability of that whole group. So let's put 3 into, or as our x value, and we then got to put our lambda of 3.2 in our mean spot. And when we click execute, we'll find the probability of x of 3 or less, and that was 0.6025, and that was rounded to 4dp. So the probability of this, about 60%. Okay, and whenever you're not sure to go back, just click that exit button, and that takes you back to the previous screen. So the next step, how do we find the probability of a greater than mode? So we had a mean or a lambda of 1.9, and I did our number line up to 5, and then I did some dots to suggest it carries on. And we were trying to find 3 or more, but we can't find this, but we can find the lower value, and then we can do our 1 minus p trick to find the upper value. So of this lower value, the highest x value we're interested in was 2, so that means our x value will be 2, and the PCD mode was going to go 0 plus 1 plus 2 to find a probability of this group, and we use 1 minus p to then calculate the probability of that group. So let's put that in. So our x value, we're changing that to 2, and our lambda, we're changing that to 1.9. When we click execute, that tells us the probability 0.7037. So that means the probability of getting 0, 1, or 2 is about 70%. And if we do our 1 minus p trick, that